Okay, anybody that sees this, I don't know who that's going to be, but I want this to be mentioned, I guess. I don't know how to say all this stuff. My head is like blank right now. I don't know. I guess that's one thing about anxiety. It's like it all sounds so perfect in my brain. And then when it comes out of my mouth, it just sounds so stupid and blah. And it takes me forever to say things. But I think it's important to consider the fact that these people have one of the biggest properties on the block. And look, I understand, like I said, I'm not stupid. I understand that it's their right to do whatever they want in their own home, with their own yard, whatever, just like it's my right as well. I understand that. But taking into consideration the fact that they have an enormous property, and on the other side of their yard, there's no home. So to putting that cage over there and mistreating their animals and withholding water and shelter on extremely hot days would have made a lot more sense than putting the cage right next to somebody else's home. You know, like that's, I would think that anybody would think that way. But for some reason, there's something wrong with me for thinking that way, I guess. So like if I have to open my windows every day or just randomly be in my house every day and hear somebody else's animals barking extremely loud, like they're in my house with me because somebody is neglecting their animal, I feel like that is directly targeting me. I mean, I don't see how it wouldn't be. You know, like that makes no sense to me. I don't know. But like at one point I bought noise canceling headphones to deal with it, and I used them for like the first year, 2 years of being in this house. But like when you have kids, you just can't. You can't use headphones to drown out the noise because you have to be able to hear your children, you know? And I'm going to post a video also of how loud their dogs were in my kids' room, and which is the reason why I started reaching back out to law enforcement. And this is with a heavy blanket over the window, a noise machine on, and a fan on. That I'm gonna post that right now. Yeah, so it's crazy to me that in a city somebody can do this kind of thing, and it's extra wrong because of the way, like, you on eventually I'm going to post the body cam, but like on the body cam footage you can watch, but on body cam you will see them saying things anytime they're faced with any taking accountability for anything. You will see specifically the lady and her adult man child saying really discriminatory things like, oh, you know, she's crazy, she's racist against Hispanic people. And this is all, it's so offensive because it's all without any evidence. There's no evidence of me being racist. And it infuriates me as a mom and as a human being in general, just because, first of all, I feel like that's weak as hell to use the race card when you're faced with having to take accountability. Number one, that's what I think. That's just my personal opinion. That's not a fact, okay? And then I feel like that's insulting to say some shit like that, and that's insinuating that me as a mom, I'm in 2025, 2024, 23. I'm actively teaching my kids hate in one of the most diverse communities around that I grew up in. I personally grew up in. So, I mean, make it make sense. I'm not going to sit here and defend my character because those who, you know, the people that know me know. And it's ignorant for anybody to even use that. And it's not just ignorant, it's irresponsible because in my brain, I'm like, you could potentially be putting a target on my kid's back when they're outside in the yard playing, spreading that bullshit around the community. You know, it's not okay. You should not get away with that kind of bullshit. And like, let's stick to the facts. The facts are like, I'm not going to slander anybody because that's what's been done to me. It's just pure slander. But this is not slander. This is documented evidence that dogs were being mistreated by these people. And that classifies somebody as somebody that's not very nice to animals. Okay, so that's a fact. These are facts. And for them to, for me to try to stand up for the facts, with facts, to defend myself and advocate for myself, for that to be, what's that called? Like, for me to get pushback with pure lies that could really harm. It already has harmed my reputation around here. Nobody speaks to me because I'm sure they all think I'm a racist piece of shit. You know, like, that's not right. That's slander and that's defamation of character. It really is. So yeah, that's what I want to say. That's like what I wanted to say in court. That's like, I want to say all this stuff, and then it sounds so great in my head. Like, I have it all worked out in my head, and then it doesn't sound right when it comes out. Like, I can't get my point across, but I think I did. I think I just got my point across, I hope.